CK here with Pso-Rite and Miss Ainsley Rodriguez. There are two areas of concern when we're talking about our psoas. The first one's going to be about 2 to 3 inches outside of your belly button. So what we want to do, using one peak at a time, Miss Rodriguez, we want to get face down on the Pso-Rite.
All right, and just dig into it?
Yep. Nice and easy. Both elbows down. Both elbows down. And nice and easy. Wiggle around. We can scissor, okay? Back and forth, up and down. And what we're looking for is something a little bit on the tender side.
Yeah, it's tender.
Okay. Now, what do we want to do? We want to get into our breath, right? It's going to be a little bit different breathing with the Pso-Rite in the psoa, but you can still do it. And yes, it is good for you. People are concerned about putting something sharp like this in their intestinal wall. So when we are on the Pso-Rite in this position, we may be feeling some referred pain into the lower back, into the glute, into the hamstring, sometimes down the leg. If we start to feel numbness, we might be putting a little bit too much pressure. We want to get off, rest for maybe 20 to 30 seconds, then we can get back on it. What was our pain scale when we first got
I feel
down?
like, I can't say it's pain, almost like discomfort.
A little bit of discomfort?
Yeah, probably like a good 6.
Somewhere around a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things that we can do, go ahead and move your elbows out a little bit more.
Out away from me?
Out towards me, one out towards me, and then the other one out towards.
All right.
Okay.
That feels a little bit better.
And we can start breathing once again, in and out.
Can I breathe out through my mouth this time? Or still through my nose?
You can, yeah, sure, go ahead. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One of the other things that we can do to get in a little bit better position, take your left leg and swing it out towards me.
I feel like I'm playing Twister over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. There we go, right there.
Ooh, okay.
That's a little bit different now
Yeah.
too, right? Do we have any pain referral going anywhere?
I think it's kind of concentrated on that spot.
Okay. Just a little tender in that area.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Tender is the right word.
We want to keep our breath, keep breathing. And we'll do maybe 2 or 3 more breaths. We're going to have you posture up on your knees again. And we'll go into the iliacus and
The what?
the iliacus and create a big stir.
Ooh. Iliacus. All right.
Okay, so
Wait, am I leaving it there?
yeah, go ahead, leave it there. Problem number 2, we want to get into the iliacus, the front part of the hip. So we have our pelvis, the pelvis is angled, okay? Our iliacus is right inside that. So we're gonna do, once again, we're gonna swivel into position, we're gonna kind of corkscrew in there. We want to get the Pso-Rite at the same angle as that hip, and the way that we're gonna do it is you're gonna put your right hip down on this point, and then you're gonna swivel that way so the right part of your hip gets blocked by this peak. Once again, using one peak at a time. I'll talk you through it. Go ahead, face down.
Oh, God. All right.
Right on that lateral area of the hip.
Before we are more towards our belly button.
Belly button.
Now we're more towards the pelvis.
We're
All right,
more on
got
the
it.
pelvis. So what I want you to do is you're going to look right at me. You're going to move your whole body this way, move your lower body until the hip gets blocked by the Pso-Rite.
Oh, okay. So it's like sitting in that crevice. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And what are we feeling now?
I feel,
Get this shoulder down a little bit more for me so we're square. There we go.
yeah, I don't even know what it's called, but I feel it there, wherever that is.
Okay, so is it a little bit tender? Give
Yeah,
us a number,
it's
1 to 10.
Tender, but it feels better than the other one had felt.
Okay,
The other
good.
one felt like more tender. This one kind of feels more like a good pain.
When we have tenderness in the muscle tissue, we know that it is not healthy. We know there's pain, we know there's a problem, or it's creating pain somewhere. When we lay on something, on a part of our body, and we feel kind of a good release or a euphoria, we know that that muscle was probably on its way to getting tight. It's not so much of a troublemaker yet, because when we get on it and it feels good, the body is responding with almost kind of a relief rather than a pain. It's like, okay, great. Now this part's getting better. I don't have to worry about it so much. When we have pain in the tissue, we know that it's not healthy. That's a problem.
Sorry, I'm still breathing.
That's okay. Keep breathing in and out, in and out. Try to relax, rest on that peak. And once again, if you want to get a little bit deeper, you can move your elbows out to each side. Drop your shoulders a little bit more.
I think I'm going to stay right here for a second. And what does this help release? Tension in?
The iliacus. It is another hip flexor. Your psoa major and your iliacus, they come down and attach right next to each other on the femur.
So in other words, your hip flexor.
Our hip flexors. Bring your leg up or bring your knee up when you're walking. Huge, huge hip flexors. Do about one more breath, and then ever so gently, let's go ahead and posture up.
Oh, okay.
Coming off the
So
right.
like a pop there at the end.
Hey, pops are good. We want things moving around.
So pop.
Overall, how was the experience with both of those points?
So good. I think I was using both peaks before, so it's interesting to see one peak. Now I just gotta go do the other side. So don't forget the other side, guys, right? We should probably do both sides.
And what we do to one side, we want to do to the other.
There we go. So good.